Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten and I have another Trump related reading for you guys today. This reading is Omarosa's recordings on the president. So I guess that was just breaking news today. Today's Wednesday, August 6th. August 8th. Wow. Okay. So I wanted to just dive into this subject. It's going to be a partial reading. Half of a part of it is for my YouTube subscribers, and the other part will be for my Patreon subscribers. So if you want the rest of the reading, please make sure to follow me on Patreon. There's a link in the description box, or anyone contributing to Soulight, donating to Soulight, and requesting this reading. You have to request it. You have to send me an email requesting this reading along with your receipt, or put it in the memo box of your PayPal donation receipt. Put that you're wanting this reading. Anyone who makes a donation of $2 or more will get the full reading. Okay, so that being said, thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for pressing the notification bell. Thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate you. I truly appreciate you. Thank you for allowing me to do this for you, and I'm so glad that you enjoy my readings. So let's get started. I had some questions. I'm using the Chronicles of Destiny deck today. Whoops. Chronicles of Destiny deck, and along with the Lavera Sibilla and the Sibilla Indovina. Okay, so I shuffled the deck, and this was on the bottom of the deck. So this is the main substance of the reading. You know, Omarosa recorded the president. She's writing. She wrote a book. She's promoting the book. So at the bottom of the deck, we got Masquerade. And Masquerade talks about a shady situation. In this case, a shady woman. She is shady. She's untrustworthy. She wears a mask. It all seems kind of fake or fabricated. She was a guest or included in this White House. She was a guest at this shady party, this shady White House, and she's claiming that she knew she was dealing with dark, shady characters, but she didn't realize or know to what extent she was dealing with dark, shady characters. Okay, now this deck here tends to be kind of poetic, so I will speak in poetic, symbolic terms. All right, but you get the gist, you get the energy, right? So she didn't know or realize to what extent the people and that she was getting involved with, how shady they were, until it was too late. At least this is what she's claiming. So she's claiming that she recorded him based on this card. She's claiming, or her reasons for recording him is because she had this feeling, this intuition, or things going on that she was observing that was telling her something wasn't right. Okay? And so she wanted to have a way to validate with the recordings, validate what her instincts were telling her when she looked back on them, when she reflected back on them. So the recordings for her are like a type of journal. Okay? And that's how she's going to explain it. That's what I think she's going to explain it. She felt very uncomfortable about this president and his secret agendas and his and the people around him. That's the energy she's going to be portraying, right? This is clarified by the protector from Sibilla and Indovina. I clarified this card with protector, which tells me that I think she's trying to protect herself by making these claims, by painting this picture of being surprised or being fooled, right? Not knowing the truth. That's how she's trying to protect herself. She claimed to be a loyal friend. That's who the protector is. She claimed that she was his loyal friend. true and loyal to him as as the president and as a friend. She thought he would be a good president and that he would have a lot to offer the country, but later found out, or later found that she had instinctive misgivings about him and about the characters around him. So she's kind of trying to tell us that he sold her a bill of goods. He fooled her too, only to find out that in the end he and those around him were wearing a false mask. And this is, like I said, partly her way of explaining how she was associated with all this, and in a sense trying to distance or separate herself from this darkness that we now call our government. She was influenced by his wealth, by his power, by his status, by his lies. When I say that, I mean she knew what she was getting into. Anyway, she was influenced by all this and she thought he was worthy of the office, but soon found herself in a house of thieves, a house of intrigue, deception, and secrets. Sounds very sounds like I'm telling her story. Sounds like I should be writing her book. But I say, so sad, too bad, too late, mate. I ain't buying it. Literally, I'm not going to buy it. Alright, so this part of the reading tells us, I'm hoping will tell us, what's on the recordings. What's going to be revealed. This part of the reading will tell us how Donald Trump will react. Alright? What actions he might take, or how he will respond. Here is, will she have any legal ramifications as a result of recording the president? And then the final cards are, how will her book fare on the market? So, what do these recordings contain, or what will they reveal? We've got the light bearer, the Baroness, which is the devil card in this deck, or one of the devil cards. There's two of them. And we've got the knighthood. So let me just show you the cards so you can see how beautiful they are. So, and then they're clarified with the lawyer and the dog reversed. So I feel like with these cards, she's going to reveal, through the recordings will reveal that he shared secrets with her. This is a card of secrets, deception. This is a card of revelation and trust. He shared secrets with her, so I think that the recordings will show that he trusted her with his secrets. And that he had a warmth for her, a friendship for her, and he trusted her with his secrets. The lawyer card is telling me that these secrets caused her some torment, alright? And as a result of that, she's bringing them to light now for legal scrutiny, but perhaps this is on the advice of legal counsel. The recordings may reveal to us the dynamics within the White House, within the White House administration staff, and the secrets and gossip amongst them all. The things that she was privy to. And the things that she was privy to have something to do with false friends, hidden enemies, lies, secrets, perhaps how Trump and his administration were deceiving or manipulating the rights of others by gaining their votes in the election or their support in the election through lies and the deceit that they were telling them. Maybe that will reveal how they knew they were lying, how they knew they were blowing smoke up people's asses, right? It could be revealing some of that. Or perhaps even how he was or is was manipulating, or is, I don't know, manipulating the Russia investigation or the justice institutions. Maybe those recordings will reveal something around that, because we have deceit and we have justice. With the dog reverse, this talks about disloyalty and treachery. So the recordings will reveal disloyalties within that White House around the president. And those closest around him. And he gossiped about those people. He was disloyal to them. I think he shared feelings about certain people, maybe even Kellyanne Conway, because that's looking like her to me. How he really thought about some people. So there's some true, his own deceit for those around him. She may have had access to those feelings. I feel like he gossiped about people. There's gossip on these on these recordings, for sure. And then the dog talks about treachery, as whether that is involving him and Russia and the election, or whether that treachery is in regards to how his staff, his administration, and he are running the government. The recordings may reflect that treachery. I feel it will mostly be about the latter. But these recordings could reveal something about how the election was won through deceit. And I feel her book will definitely reveal she didn't have any friends in that White House, and how they ganged up on her. That's how she's going to tell it, that they ganged up on her, they talked bad about her, they gossiped about her, and they weren't loyal to him, but she was loyal to him. I think that's how she's going to spin it. And that the issues that she witnessed troubled her, tormented her, and that she had clouded judgment. Then she was deceived. But now that she's seen the light, after they were disloyal and treated her so poorly, now that she's seen the light, she wants to bring this all to our perceptions, to our understanding. Bring this out for us to see and for us to discern the president's deception and the deception of those around him, and that none of them really are to be trusted. That's basically what her recordings will kind of reflect. And that this government doesn't have America's best interests at heart. That he and they are all up to no good to erode our constitutional rights. And that's basically what's at the heart of this presidency. The Baroness, like I said, can represent the devil in a tarot deck. And in this deck, there's two devils. There's a dragon and there's a female enemy. So, and in my readings, the cards can take on different characters at the same time. So this is Donald Trump, but this is also Omarosa. It's telling me that she benefited from this friendship. She benefited from being part of his team. But in truth, she was a false friend and he was a false friend. But it specifically says she charmed him. She gained his trust on purpose to get these revelations. Or at least that's what she's going to be claiming, okay? But she's an untrustworthy person. She's a shady woman singing. You can't trust anything she says either. But at the same time, there's truth here. There's truth here. Regardless of the source, there is truth here. The reasons behind the truth may be for selfish, ulterior motives, but there is truth here. Her revelation, though, it will be stated by her that it's that she saw that there was darkness and she wanted to be part of the light, I guess, you know, by coming out with this information. But what I want to say is, don't be fooled by that. Her heart is just as dark as his is. Okay? She benefited from this relationship, and when it was no longer a benefit, then she had her axe to grind. Whether there's truth or not, that's what's in the heart of this, right? Okay, so I'm no fan of Trump, and anyone who can get the goods on Trump, I'm you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But Omarosa, honey, like I said before, I think some of the stuff recorded might have some reflection on Kellyanne Conway. I think they really had some fakeness between them, and she might have some recordings on Kellyanne Conway. Yeah, Kellyanne, you better watch out. But I think mostly it will reveal that Trump shared a lot of gossip and secrets with her about how he felt about his own team. The Knighthood tells me that she wants recognition and reward for sharing this information, and to also help her sell her book, to be raised in esteem amongst her people and her peers, because her association with Trump has damaged and soiled her. She was, you know, damaged to begin with, but in the black community, Omarosa is pretty much dust, you know. So she wants to raise her esteem amongst her people or her peers, and she wants approval for having made these recordings and for having been brave enough to come out with these recordings. See, the knight is being honored for his bravery. That's what she wants. And that is the claim she's going to make, that she's doing this for the good of America. But in reality, it was no longer good for her, so now she's got to do what's good for her. And this is part of that. She knows she fucked up. And that's part of her falsity, you know. Hopefully she'll do some self-reflection. Hopefully. So, that's the reading for my YouTube subscribers. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you want to hear the rest of the reading, please follow me on Patreon, or go to my homepage on YouTube and hit the donate button. Any donation of, any donation above $2 with the request for this reading, and I will send you this link, okay? But make sure you request this reading. Otherwise, I will just take it as a donation. So you're going to have to follow through on that. Yeah. In the future, I may just offer the rest of the reading as a Vimeo purchase. But for now, you're going to have to do your part, listen to the instruction, and make sure you give me your email address, and tell me the title of the video that you want to be linked to when you make a donation to Soulight Hypnotherapy, okay, so that I can make sure you get the right link in a timely manner. So it has to be above $2 though, okay? And then go ahead and follow me on Patreon and become a member, and then you can just have first access to these videos, and full and uncut and unreleased. Alright guys, thanks so much. Blessings.